Have you ever been wondering why certain things keep on popping up in your life? Why some events, things, and people maybe keep on perpetuating and coming up? Well, life has an algorithm. Just like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, life has its own algorithm. And the reason why certain things appear in your live feed is because of the way you've been using and feeding this algorithm. So in this video, we're going to talk about how to crack life's algorithm so that certain things that you don't want to pop up in your live feed can go away and you can bring more things that you actually really want to experience in your life and in your feed. And this is actually a very important video because once you understand it, you'll be surprised at just how simply you can make certain shift in your life. So let's have a look at this. If you've been paying attention to YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram, the algorithm is pretty simple. Once you start looking up some content, watching certain videos, following certain people, the algorithm picks up your preference and pretty much just show you on your feed recommendation and videos or photos or things that are similar to your interests and likes. And in some ways, after a period of time, the algorithm controls what you see on those platforms based on your previous choices and ways of experiencing and going about the platform. Now, if you go into consciously searching for something, you'll get certain results. But if you just look at what the algorithm is showing you, you'll keep on seeing the same similar pattern and the same similar content. And that is why each feed, whether it's your friend or your girlfriend or your family around you, is different. What they see, what they experience on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook is vastly different than usually what you experience because we are all different and we focus on different things. And on top of that, there's another thing. If you've ever been in a situation where you're chatting to your friend about something, a product, a thing, a place you want to go, and all of a sudden, a few hours later, it just pops up in your ads. Your algorithm is also listening to what you're saying to people. And so it picks up keywords and then, boom, they place very highly relevant ads for you in order to even personalize your experience more. And that is things we can learn because in some ways, life algorithm is very similar from YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, and as above, so below, and that's pretty much the model. So life's algorithm, how does it work? Well, in similar ways, because where you give your attention, what you've been thinking about, how you've been feeling, the way you've been acting and your attitude toward the world from your past and how you are most of the time, what you focus on most of the time. If you want, what you do is that you conditioned, you gave all that information to the algorithm, life algorithm, and then life algorithm takes those information and show you in your live feed similar things to match all those things. So if you have a tendency to worry about things or to be anxious about things, life will show you more things to be worried about, to be anxious about. And so it always manifests in some form, not like in the most direct way, it can be in very subtle ways. But what we have to understand is that most of our experience is internal, right? Things show up in your feed, but it's your interpretation of how that thing show up that actually reflect your own internal state. And so life algorithm really is working between yourself. It's only showing you events and things like that that will match your own internal representation of what is happening outside of you. And certain things are reproducing themselves, perpetuating themselves, and keep on popping up. And for some things, it's great. If you have like good habits, good positive habits of focusing and thinking and feeling, it just creates more of that. Yeah, that's why gratitude is such a wonderful habit. But if you worry a lot, if you're anxious a lot, if you're angry a lot, if your focus is on random stuff all the time, or all past stories and victim consciousness, you are putting yourself in a bind where life will match what we can call that attitude that you have created about life, about yourself, about people, about your condition and situation. With this attitude, life algorithm is going to feed into your own life more situation so that you can maintain that attitude. Just like on YouTube, you can consume similar endless content. Life will give you similar endless event to maintain your attitude, unless you consciously choose to change that. So what is exactly, in simple word, life algorithm? Well, what you focus on, think, and feel about most of the time, you become. And you energize, and then you manifest into your life. And it manifests in many subtle different ways. But it will always match that attitude that you created and that you live in most of the time. So as you can see, the algorithm is pretty simple. So what do we do then about it? Then it's a matter of what do we focus on? Where do my thoughts go? How do I feel most of the time? What's this attitude that I've created that is actually running my life and that is actually being shown to me all the time? And that is the first step of taking responsibility, understanding that I am feeding this algorithm with information all the time, and then the algorithm is only giving me back what I've been feeding to it. And so in some way we can say that life is fair. It's only as you give, you get. And it's also, in a way, eardropping into your own mental inner conversations. So we cannot really escape from that algorithm. We are all playing into it, but what we can do is change the information that we're giving to life. And every single thought we have, every single emotion, every single thing that we do about people and interactions that we have is contributing to communicating to this algorithm what we want to experience more. And so if you want to crack the code, if you really want to get rid of some things, break some patterns, and bring new patterns, new cycles, new creation, new things that you really want to experience in your life, you have to start reflecting at the true cause of those experiences. And the true cause is always in your consciousness. You're going to need to change what you focus on. You're going to need to change how you think and how you feel. And overall, that attitude that you have toward life, toward money, toward people, toward sex, toward people in general, and yourself and everything. And the greater you shift in perception, the greater you shift in energy. And after a period of time, life algorithm will start to pick it up. Be like, oh, he doesn't like these kind of things no more. He prefers this now. And life algorithm will kind of just translate that into new event, new situation, new synchronicity, new people, new energy, new things that are matching this situation. But you gotta keep on that period of time, that repetition, that momentum, until that momentum shifts completely and you start to really see the results of your consistent habit of focusing, thinking, and feeling on what you want, the things that you want to bring in your life. And so that is life algorithm, and it's pretty simple. But it's so simple that we can miss the point. It's so simple that we can just remain unconscious, doing the same thing, focusing on the same thing over and over and over again until nothing really changes. And then we are focusing on life as a cause, when really the cause is within ourselves, and life algorithm is only showing us the content of our own mind algorithm, if you want. So if you want to change your life, start there. Let me know what you think in the comment, guys. I'll be happy to share, comment, and like, subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Be well.